Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oregon State's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Beavers are on the move. The give from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about handing the puppy out.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in.
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Oregon State 7, Oklahoma State 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Oklahoma State's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to...
He's going to take a shot. Fakes a grab for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the marker. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Still running at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
outside now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out when it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and he's paying dividends now on game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads it left. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Fires left. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll do it himself. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Scrambling away. Touchdown, Beaver! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Cowboys looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And the Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Oregon State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
35, Oklahoma State, 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. A strike downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. It's a 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple of possessions.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Madden. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Cowboys had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
They decided to go for it on fourth down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on fourth down, it's a touchdown.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Going to take a shot on second and short. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
He'll toss it. Touchdown, Beavers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, you would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's got him.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Madden. Powers through the defender. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's open on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Bring in the heat. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.